Good morning, this is FordAlley.net, and I'm Kemp Harr. I am up in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and I'm with Brian Carson, the CEO of AHF Products. Brian, how you doing?
Good morning, Kemp. I'm doing great.
I want to talk to you about probably the most innovative product I saw at the NWFA show just about a month ago. We'll get to that in just a minute. Before that, though, tell me about how your business is, and if you don't mind, compare it to, say, 19, where was the last real year.
Well, business is just fantastic, Kemp. Demand for wood is terrific. I think wood is, doing better than the overall market right now. That's certainly true for us. You couple that with, 2 years ago, we weren't in vinyl, and now we're in commercial vinyl, we're in residential vinyl, we're just getting into laminate. Cambodia is 3 times bigger than it was a couple of years ago. Our business is much larger than it was. And then the acquisitions. Our business is much larger than it was in 2019. So business is fantastic.
One way to measure success is how many new displays you have out there. You got any idea?
We've put out more than 10,000 displays in the last 2 years during COVID. And we've got LM right now. We're in the biggest launch in LM's history, 56 new products, and we've got new displays going out. We're integrating the American OEM brands right now, Raintree, Emily Morrow, and Hardwood. We're going to have more products coming out under those as well. So we'll have another 10,000 more going out over the next 12 months.
All right, let's move to Dogwood. As I mentioned earlier, this is an American-made product. It's made in your Somerset, Kentucky plant. I remember ribbing Don Finkel when I heard about it and said, this is really innovative. Why didn't you come up with that? And what it is, it's densified. You're using pressure and heat to increase the performance of hardwood flooring as indicated by the Janka test, and it actually improves the performance by up to 250%, right?
Oh, absolutely. So it's 100% hardwood, so it's all natural. And with heat and pressure, we're making Mother Nature even better. We increase the Janka hardnesses up to 250%. What that really means in the real world is kids and dogs. We all grew up on floors, and I had my fair share as a kid of destroying, where you go in and you drop something on the floor, the dog's running around on it, and this is a floor built for real life, and it's fantastic.
You say that because everybody nowadays knows that 80% of the population has pets. But, this is life-proof, and not to take one of those crazy home center brands, but, you're talking about a contractor dropping a hammer. You're talking about a guy delivering appliances. You're going to make a floor last a lot longer just through everyday life, right?
Oh, no question. It's got the water features for dog bowls and, accidents and kids' accidents and all that kind of stuff. That's table stakes. But the fact that you can have 100% natural product, wood, which is the most aspirational thing you can put in a home. That's what America was built on, hardwood floors. And you're able to have that and be able to hold up the durability that we're able to get and the water benefit that we're able to get. It's just fantastic, and we're doing it in an all-natural way. It's just incredible what the technical guys have been able to figure out.
And it works with any species?
Yeah, it works with all the hardwood species, and one of our biggest sellers we have in the market now is walnut. And walnut, you'd see wood floors in walnut, but you'd more often see furniture made out of walnut because it's absolutely gorgeous. But walnut, you got to be careful with the wear and tear. And one of our biggest sellers now is a walnut floor. So it's actually going to open up the envelope to the types of species that you thought were possible in wood flooring.
Most people know your background, Brian. You were at Armstrong, you went to Mohawk, you're over here now. Talk about how this was developed. Is this one of those old Armstrong engineers that came up with this? And by the way, I understand you've been testing this for 3 years, so this is not just something you turned around and did yesterday.
Yeah, so this has been rattling around in the business for a while. So the folks that invented it are with AHF. They invented it several years ago. This was a product that was installed in restaurants and bars, high traffic areas in and around Lancaster for many years. And it was a wonderful idea that could never quite percolate its way through the organization to, how do I market it? How do I merchandise it? How do I invest behind the idea to bring it to reality? And I think at AHF, we brought this just incredibly wonderful idea, and we were able to commercialize it, make the invention affordable to the masses where, the feature and benefit that you're adding is affordable and approachable to the masses and are able to pay for it. And so it was invention from a technical standpoint, but the operating teams also had to figure out a way to mass produce this and get the economics right. So people were willing to pay for the benefit, and I think we've done that.
It's required an investment, right?
It's required a big investment, and we made that investment at our Somerset, Kentucky plant. We're in the process of doubling down on that investment. We've got a big launch to distribution that's going to happen at Surfaces next year. We're already working with some of our distributors on the ideas, and we need more go power to do that. Our initial investment is running wide open. We're gonna double down on that, and I think as time goes by, it's the type of technology. We make beautiful products in Cambodia. We can adapt this technology to our Cambodian production as well. So I would expect in the coming years you'll see our Cambodian products having this feature and benefit as well.
And you own it. You got a patent on it.
Yeah, we have a patent pending on it. Yep.
You've initially launched it under the Bruce brand, but I'm thinking this opens up wood in the commercial business. Might you use this densified product with the Parterre brand?
I think you'll see it coming out under a number of the brands. Parterre is one of them. We're going to have Heartgo is a brand. It's a 75-year-old brand. That brand was really built on performance, the Pattern Plus and Performance Plus type products that one of the products that the hardwood industry was built on. You'll see us launch a complete collection under the Heartgo brand as well. And you'll see it under Parterre as well as we penetrate commercial.
You had that acrylic infused product that came over from the Armstrong days.
We still do it.
Well, I know, but it's kind of brittle, and so this performs better, doesn't it?
It performs better. It's actually more durable. We can make it in larger formats, really any format, where there you are restricted in size. The other thing with the acrylic products is you're limited in the color line. You can only do certain species in certain sizes in certain colors. And this, you can do almost any species in any size. Size is not the limiting factor, and in any color. And it just opens up the universe. And those three permutations say, the whole world is in front of you, what you can do with this technology.
All right, Brian. Well, congratulations on having one of the best innovations I've seen so far in the hardwood flooring business. Again, we're talking to Brian Carson about AHF Products' new Dogwood densified hardwood, and you've been listening to Kemp Harr and FloorDaily.net.